Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. What's up, thespians and Broadway fans? Thank you so much for once again stopping by my channel, Broadway Blind Guy, with me, Lee. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining today, and welcome. Before we begin, please be sure to take a moment to like, subscribe, and share, and ring that bell for notifications, as it greatly helps me out. And while you're at it, why not take a moment to check out some of my other videos? So today, we're talking about the Tony Award-winning Broadway musical, DEAR EVAN HANSEN. For those of you that are unfamiliar with the story, it centers around Evan, a high school student who deals with anxiety and just doesn't feel like he fits in anywhere. One day, he's writing a letter for his therapy session and it gets misplaced into the wrong hands. Then he's actually able to get what he's always wanted, a sense of belonging. But the problem is, it's all based on a lie. It's truly a great show, and there's a lot of themes that resonate very strongly with me. The theme of belonging, significance, and learning to love yourself are themes that we can all relate to. So I just wanted to share with you some song lyrics from the show that really stick out to me, and I'll tell you why. Number one is from the most popular song in the show, Waving Through a Window. It's the chorus. On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass, waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear. 'Cause I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? So we can all relate to those times where we don't feel seen, we don't feel heard, and we just feel like nobody notices that we're there. If I'm being honest, this is something that I struggle with, especially in this social media age where everyone's just kind of blasting their lives and making these really cool posts. It makes me feel sometimes like anything that I put out there, no one's gonna see, no one's gonna care about, and I'm just not gonna be heard. In addition, I'm a very social person. But truth be told, sometimes when I'm in a gathering of a lot of people, even though they're really good friends, I still feel very alone and still feel like everyone just kind of brushes by me and I don't feel seen and I don't feel heard, and I just wonder if anyone would even miss me if I was gone. Second lyric is from the song Disappear, and it goes something like this. Even if you've always been that barely in the background kind of guy, you still matter. And even if you're somebody who can't escape the feeling the world's passed you by, you still matter. If you never get around to doing some remarkable thing, that doesn't mean you're not worth remembering. So I struggle a lot with comparison. Comparing myself to other people who have a greater level of success, who have more accomplishments, or who have done something that actually gets mass public attention. And when I get into this place of comparison, I find this depressing spiral where I feel like I don't matter. I feel like my life is worthless because I never accomplished anything at all. And it really gets me down for days. But this song lyric is a really good reminder to me that everyone matters. And I hope that's a good reminder to you, though. No matter what you've done or haven't done, you matter because you're a part of the human race, and that in and of itself is more than enough. So the third lyric is from the song So Big, So Small. This is a song towards the end of the show that Evan's mom is singing to him after he's had a very rough time and she's trying to comfort him. She basically sits there on the couch, holds his hand, and says, "Your mom's not going anywhere. Your mom is staying right here. Your mom isn't going anywhere. Your mom is staying right here. No matter what, I'll be here. When it all feels so big, till it all feels so small." So just as Evan was raised by a single mother, I was as well. And there's a lot of components of Evan's relationship with his mom that I resonate with. When I was a teenager, me and my mom got into arguments. We said things that we didn't mean. We had to apologize later. She worked a lot, just like Evan's mom, so she wasn't always around, and sometimes I did feel a little bit neglected, but at the end of the day, I knew that she loved me, I knew that she would fight for me, and I knew that she would do whatever it takes to make sure that I knew I was cared for. When I was a teenager, as I mentioned in a previous video, she passed away in a car accident. And when I hear this song, it just makes me think of my mom sitting there beside me, letting me know that she's here for me. And I really miss her. But I know that she's still watching over me, and I hope I made her proud. And the fourth lyric is from the song Words Fail. This is a song where Evan is confronting the mistakes that he's made. And he sings some lyrics that go something like this. No, I'd rather pretend I'm something better than these broken parts. Pretend that I'm something other than this mess I am. 'Cause then I don't have to look at it, and no one gets to look at it. No one can see. We all have our shadows, those things about ourselves that we're ashamed of, that we want to hide, and that we just simply don't like when we look in the mirror. I'll be honest, it's really hard to confront these things, and I struggle so much with letting others in and being vulnerable with my insecurities, my flaws, and my mistakes, because just as Evan questions in the song, I also question, what if everyone saw? What if everyone knew? Would they like what they see? Or would they hate it too? And that's honestly a huge fear of mine, that they're gonna reject me, or I'm just gonna fall down the ladder of approval or whatever, you know. It's tough, but I've also realized along the journey of life that loving yourself means embracing all parts of yourself, both the good and the bad, the strengths and the weaknesses, the perfections and the flaws. It's part of the growth and maturity that we go through as human beings. And then one last thing is at the end of the show, Evan gets a letter that says, Dear Evan Hansen, today's going to be a good day, and here's why. Because today at least, you're you, and that's enough. So sometimes I have to wake up and I have to tell myself, I'm me, and that is enough. And I hope that that's encouraging to you, that you are perfect just the way you are. You're you, and that's enough. And when that gets you down, let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please be sure to answer today's question. What song lyric, whether from a musical or another song, is meaningful to you, and why? Keep singing, keep dancing, and keep loving Broadway.